There are so many different types of bullet echo players that you can come across, not necessarily because of how they play the game, but because you will run into them in almost every match, which I'm going to mention some of them next in this video, but make sure to hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed watching the video. The first type is probably the saddest type of players, in my opinion, is what I like to call the confused reviver. Whenever you are down, they will come to help you get up, but they will never get the job done, unfortunately. And the worst scenario is that sometimes they do have the Zenith drone equipped to their heroes, yet they will never use it for some unknown reason, or maybe they can't even remember they have it already. And by the end, they will just get killed, or they will keep wandering on the map until some team takes their lost soul. The next type of players we have are the loot thieves. These are probably the worst kind among all the types of toxic players to me, as they steal all the ammo and upgrades in front of you. They can even kill you only for a bunch of ammo because you took something by mistake that belonged to them, or they need it most, and leave you behind while spamming stickers and dancing on you. They are not just toxic, but also merciless, because they don't even care about their teams. Instead, they just want to play alone or make it worse for everyone. The next type we have is the VIP players. They have a huge ego, and you will always catch them using one of the newest heroes or the unbalanced ones in the current meta. They are very sensitive if they hear you talking about their main hero, because they often know just how to go full Rambo mode. However, they do carry the whole match on their back sometimes. That's why they have a lot of friends, even though they don't even like to talk much. But at other times, they get caught 5 seconds in because they rushed into a full team solo. And by the way, don't even think about asking them for help. In case you are down, they won't revive you, but most of the time, they will try to use you as bait to lure enemies for easy victory. Moving next, we have the camping kings. These kinds of players will usually hide for you in the deepest and hardest corners of the map, and they will simply just wait for you to cross their weapons shooting range, or wait for you in the last zone using shield heroes and tanks by stacking on each other and making hundreds of defense layers. It's impossible to meet them in the early game because they always avoid any fights near them. It's even harder to get them in case they are smart, because they will come up with some undefeatable hero combination that has no solution. The next type is the hero abuser. You can meet them most of the time in Battle Royale mode using the same broken and most powerful hero in the same team, like Twinkle or Ramsey or Vi, and they will keep just spamming their hero's abilities. You won't have a single chance against them because they've coordinated attacks, as they don't have to worry about strategy or defense since all three of them use the same hero. The only way to defeat them is to make them split from each other, which doesn't work every time. Now, the next type, I'm not personally judging them, but forgive me for saying this, many Bastion players pull this stupid move whenever they see a fast hero like Mirage and Freddy. They intend to hopelessly chase them around the map, and leaving their teammates at great risk. I couldn't really understand why, despite the fact that they know they are super slow, and it's useless for Bastion to chase fast heroes. Actually, it's like taking Bastion to a death trap with your own hands. However, they do have a huge love for protecting their team and watching out for their allies back in the battle, but sometimes their big pride gets them into bad situations. The final type of players we have are the lurkers, or as known to you by the lone wolves. They are the opposite of the VIP players, as they do possess some of the best skills in the game, even when using broken heroes, unlike VIP players, and they prefer to act alone. Once the match starts, they vanish without leaving a trace behind them. You can catch them, however, wiping enemies one by one at some point during the battle, as you will only see their name popping up in the killing feed. They usually use heroes such as Mirage, Dragoon, Arnie, and Raven, and they are very discreet about their strategies. They often rely on flanking and ambushing the enemy from time to time,